Well, I'm outside the back of I'm out behind my kitchen garden, and I've got a lot of work to do out here, obviously, as well. I'll be doing a lot of work in the coming days in this back area here. I had planted a double row of daffodils, and I need to put in wood chips along this part of the path. And then I need to clean out all of these flowers that have gotten hit by the frost. And this bed, this long bed here, will be for garlic. So I'm going to be getting those in sooner rather than later because I want that garlic to get going. I can really continue to plant garlic for a good while. The other thing I'm going to do in this area, let me just step back and sort of show the whole area if I can. Sorry, my shadow's in the way here. But this area has been sort of under development, and since the beginning of when I started the garden. And I've been really kind of thinking about how to deal with it and watching how the sun is doing in this area. You can see that there are big tall trees over there in the south. This is used to be a very sunny backyard, and then those trees got very large. In addition, there's a big walnut tree behind me, so that kind of limits what you can do because certain things won't grow under walnuts. On the other hand, it's a good growing space, and I have been wanting to make good use of it. This is on the back along the fence of the garden is where my father had planted blackberries, and I have been rehabilitating that row. And in the foreground here was a garden bed that I made, no dig bed that I made a while ago, about, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago. And I have flowers in here and a vegetable there, and I'm going to go ahead under where the tent is and the kale's growing. That is going to become asparagus, I've decided. This bed, the second bed where the garlic goes, comes out to right here, and I've been gradually extending it. Last year I extended it about 4 feet from here, this point, back over to here to accommodate more of the walking onions. And I'm going to go ahead and extend that bed, build more no-dig space right under where those cardboards are, out to about where this box is, so that this will be a very clearly demarcated area. Right now it's kind of hard to mow around here because it's different. This one was different lengths and and it made it just hard to mow. So I'm going to just make it one big huge garden space that's going to be marked by wood chip paths on the outside. And last year I planted this peony here, and it did really well. So it seems to like his space a lot. And later this week, I'll be going ahead and planting more to sort of mark a row that ends this whole space and will be growing throughout the summer. So it won't be so very hard to mow then and get all weedy. So I've got I've got bed clearing to do, garlic planting, then I've got bed building to do, extending, and peony planting, and then bed walkway perimeter mulching to do. I've also ordered some additional daffodils because, I have to, and I'll be extending this daffodil row the entire length of this. So that's a fair amount of work back here to do, but I'm excited that I finally have a little bit more of a vision about what I want to do with this space. I really enjoyed having the flowers out here that I could look out from the kitchen and see them growing in the second half of the summer after I pulled the garlic, especially late in the summer when they really got blooming, when other things really weren't blooming so much. So that was really, really nice. And I think demarcating it so that it's one big clump is going to make a whole lot of sense. So I'll be getting busy on that pretty soon. Sometimes when I feel overwhelmed like this, I just have to take my own advice, which is sit down, get a piece of paper, brainstorm all the things that need to be done, go back, try to categorize them, and then prioritize them. And one by one, they'll get done. I got to remember not to try. It just doesn't all have to be done at once. A lot of these tasks can really go on into December if need be. But I'd like to get everything wrapped up in November, and hopefully by Thanksgiving if I can. So that gives me a couple weeks to work with, and I think that's doable. So I'll take you along the journey with me, talk about how I'm putting these beds to rest and how I am cleaning up after the year. I will say that the time that I take in the fall to do this prep work really makes the spring a breeze. Really, all you have to do in the spring mainly is just go out and plant. And that is what I intend to do. So, because I do love my garden. So thank you for watching. I hope you are doing well.